With November just around the corner, it won't be long before stores start putting out all the goodies for Santa's visit. So we decided to start this week's Explore Tulsa with the gift of music.
Then a shop for the guys who care more in Claremore.
Followed by festive farm living.
Plus where a pic is worth 1,000 words.
Hi there, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Glad to see you with us once again for this week's Explore Tulsa.
So the other day I was checking in on my friends on the Facebook.
It's just Facebook, Stevie. Your friends on Facebook.
Right, the thing on the phone with all my friends, the Facebook.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I saw my Facebook friend and real life friend, Joel Wade's recent album, and I listened to it. It was really good.
I'm sure it is. Joel's been helping lots of folks make great music for years at Bluehouse Media.
It's a really stupid story and it's not very exciting, I'm telling you, but there was a Bluehouse in Jenks across from the Jenks High School, and now it's gone. They mowed it down for a parking lot, you know. That Bluehouse was I had a partner at the time. We both worked at TV Guide. TV Guide moved to Hollywood. We started Bluehouse Media, moved in this little Bluehouse where we changed all the rooms into studios. You know, there was the edit suites and the control room for audio and all that. And then it was a Bluehouse. We kept coming up with all these names, you know, all these cool names. No, we couldn't decide together on one name. So it was okay. Let's call it Bluehouse Media. Okay? And that was it. So I still have the picture of the Bluehouse, you know. It's a dry time here in Tulsa. Tulsa's a hidden secret. It's a beautiful little secret here. Tulsa, you know, having the historical, you know, Shelter Records, Leon Russell, Bonnie, Ray, and other artists who had recorded here does have a certain sound, you know, which we always talk about. And there's a fantastic North Tulsa, of course, the gospel scene. Some of my best musicians come out of churches there, and so with that we create a real collaboration of artists that happens. So in the studio here we do everything from, you know, gospel to R&B, soul to Red Dirt, Americana, you know, records. We do web and advertising, TV and radio and other types, besides the developing artists and doing records and music videos. We do a fair amount of advertising too. So Oklahoma Wesleyan University, we're doing all their new campaign. We wrote their new music. So down here we have done more corporate and more of the business, you know, clients in that. But then also, I'd be amiss to not mention the fact that Merton Huff Jr.'s record that's coming out November 1st, a video called More Like Family, is just a fantastic unity song.
More like family. So let's keep looking forward to tomorrow. We'll face the sun and let the shadows fall.
And actually, again, we collaborate a lot with different artists, different producers as well. Antoine Robinson produced that record. I helped with the video portion of it. And then my VIP girl, Faye Moffett, is coming out with her new record. And that's produced by Mac McKinney, who's a Grammy award-winning producer, Mac McKinney, who won a Grammy for Neo. So he came all the way from LA here to work with Faye Moffett, and that's coming out next month. You know, I've been writing my whole life, and so I'm really good at seeing talent, you know, in people. I see, you know, film, somebody with a good eye, somebody with a good sense of direction, somebody who can write a treatment well, like a concept for video, which, as you know, that some people have great ideas, but they're too big to actually for scope if you're a couple of cameras and a smaller production company. So if we don't have $1 million for production, we need somebody who can write to scope. And I can see that kind of talent in people. And in singers, I'm a singer, so when I've got a singer like Faye in the booth, I mean, she's just so great as a vocalist that it makes my job real easy. I've always grown up with music, and of course I've always had the recording studio. I've always had a studio in the business. That is a passion of mine, and yes, I've been making records my whole life. From my brother and mine records on CBS back in the day to today, I still make music and I still put out music, but I don't really promote it the same way as I do my new artists, you know. And particularly at my age, you know, I've really put a lot of what I know in music into new artists and developing, you know, especially I've got, you know, some really young artists, as young as 17 years old, that we're developing into our next generation of players and singers. I know it sounds cliche, but you got to keep the dream alive. It does sound cliche, but it's true. You know, it's like having something that you're really pushing forward to, but also enjoying where you are at the time you're doing it. I think many people, you know, we're maybe working a dead-end job they don't enjoy in order to pay for things they enjoy. But here at Bluehouse, we love every day. You know.
I really like hanging out with Joel because he's got this great laugh, like a kid opening a new toy, and that's the joy he expresses every time he works with a new talent or client.
To see how Joel can help you make the most of your music or help you with his other production skills, visit bluehousemedia.tv to learn more.
Going to Joel's new place downtown reminds me of how great all the downtown revitalization has been for Tulsa.
And other local towns are following in their footsteps. As we make our next stop and part of Claremore that's seeing a new look and a new shop at the Haberdashery when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
Sonos has been a great product for us because it's a wireless audio system. Whether you want to do just one room and listen to what you want from your phone, or whether you want to build a complete home theater system. Each room you can play something different from your phone. There's up to 44 different music providers. If you want to link together your kitchen and your bathroom to play the same thing and your living room play something else, whatever you decide, it's all controlled by your app. You have a bridge or boost that hooks into your existing wireless router. You download the app and you have all these music providers at the palm of your hands. You can play any music that's stored in your device, whether it's Android or Apple. You can download the app on a laptop, on your desktop computer. Yeah, we have the Sonos Play 1, which is a small speaker. You can put it in any room and then you can start adding from there. You can go up to bigger sizes. This is called a Play 5. This one has a wireless subwoofer in it, so if you have a larger room or would like a little bit more bass, they have multiple different sizes. The wireless bridge, you just need one for the whole house. Whether you do one speaker or do 10 speakers, it will create a mesh Wi-Fi network throughout your whole home. Used to, we had wires all over the house. You had a receiver, you have guys crawling through your attic trying to run wires. This is plug and play, simple solution. My name is Randy Beach. Come down and see me. I'll be happy to help you.
Hi again, we're happy to see you back for more Explore Tulsa.
I'm just interested in learning more about these fancy Saks underwear.
The Haberdashery in Claremore has so much more than just underwear for men, Stevie.
Yeah, but Trish, these underwear have pockets for man stuff.
I think our favorite comment is when someone comes in and says, I didn't expect to see this here, or this store looks like it was from Denver or from the West Coast or something like that. We want a different feel. We want them to know they've stepped into something different, something better. But we want them to know, service-wise, you can't get this on Amazon. We're here to help you. We're here to help you pick out outfits, to customize it, to make it special to you. But that's kind of what, I hate to use the word boutique, but that's what it is. It's personal feel. It's a haberdasher is a person that makes men's clothing or sells men's goods, and that's what we're here to do, is make sure we get you exactly what you need. So since I grew up in Claremore, most of my life living here, I knew there wasn't any place where you could buy quality men's clothing in Claremore other than the men's shop, which is down in Nemar Shopping Center, and it's more formal business wear for guys. So casual clothing wasn't a thing you could do in Claremore, and we just took a shot. My wife and I, Audrey, had already talked about owning a men's store, and then we watched the movie The Hateful Eight, Quentin Tarantino and Kurt Russell, and everybody died in the haberdashery, and we thought, what is the haberdashery? And we looked it up, and it was a place that sells men's goods, and we said, that's gonna be the name of our store, is The Haberdashery. So We have guys at the Haberdashery we have a 3-year-old on our Facebook page that bought a hat here, and we have several guys in their 80s that come in. Our Mauve jeans have a little stretch to them, which is something that a lot of guys aren't familiar with. And for a decent price point, they get these Mauve jeans that they could go to the gym and do squats in because they've got enough stretch in them. But I've got 80, 81, 82-year-old guys that come in and buy jeans from me and love them. Everything that Audrey and I buy for the store, we go to market and we put our hands on it. And we buy everything 6 months before that season starts. So we put our hands on it. We want to know that the quality's there, the stitching, the buttons, down to the feel of the fabric. Is it soft? Is it going to feel good on your skin? How does it fit on a guy's body? We don't want clothing that you go get and it's going to be a big boxy fit or a feel that you don't like and it's going to last. That's a big thing, is we want it to last. If you're going to pay $89, $100 for a shirt, you want to be able to put it in use and have it last for several years. Some of our best clothing, I think, are the ones where they have a story to tell and it's not just some large corporation, but we like finding those unique little ones. Two Guys Bow Ties in Tulsa, Normal Brand is out of St. Louis. They're all individuals, but it's quality that counts. Saks is the best underwear you could possibly have, and if you don't have it, you don't understand, but I have guys that are on an every paycheck deal. They come in every paycheck to get their next pair of underwear, or if they're at a different level in life, their wife comes in and buys 7 more pairs because she's not washing the same pair of underwear for him 7 times a week, but he can't live without them. That added a lot to it. The bustling up or revitalization of Claremore really added to our desire to do this, as we saw Claremore as something was changing and happening. And I think a lot of it has to do with people in their, say, 30s to 40, late 40s maybe, are starting to live here are starting to put their money where their mouth is. They're investing themselves in Claremore. I think it's a lot of private citizens saying, hey, we live here, we want to make it better. We want to do everything we can do here and not have to drive to Tulsa to go get what we want. I went to a recent chamber meeting in Tulsa and they talked about combining work and home life together, and they said that actually couples that work together actually experience a lot more happiness. And so for Audrey and I don't think it was really planned when we first got together and met. We've only been married for a year and a few months now, but it's been great for us. We get to talk and laugh, and we can hang out here together sometimes when we're both here working. But it's made us a lot closer.
Love those handlebars on Justin's mustache. I think I'm gonna grow me one of those.
Oh, am I gonna have to call your wife again? Because there's no way that works for your face. So to find out more about the men's clothing available at Justin and Aubrey's place, visit thehaberdasheryok.com.
While we're already in Claremore, this is the time of year where you can stop in at the Dickinson family's Shepherd's Cross Pumpkin Festival.
Then we'll make their place our next stop when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zelman here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get 1 pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my 2-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zelman and Associates.
Take charge of your health. We are what we put into our bodies.
We approach medicine from a unique standpoint. Rather than treating only the symptoms of an illness, we work to find the root cause and promote wellness of the entire body.
Our clinic offers complete assessment and treatment programs, including hormone replacement therapy, osteopathic manipulative therapy, and genetic DNA testing. It all starts with a medical evaluation.
Contact us today to begin your path to wellness.
Hello there, we're back, and it was so great of you to stick around.
So, Stevie, what do you do at your house when the internet goes out?
I try to hide because that's when everybody's coming at me trying to make sure that I get it fixed.
Yeah, I can see that.
While I sit in the dark in my hiding spot, I often wonder about how my great-grandfather made it without internet or cable, just working on the farm day and night.
Well, Diane Dickinson and her family love to share farm living with their guests when they come out to the Shepherd's Cross Pumpkin Festival and other events that they have all year long.
In America today, there's a very small percentage of us that are actually farmers. And so we want to teach people how to farm, or at least an appreciation for the farm lifestyle. My family and I purchased the farm about 26 years ago, and we raised our family here. And over the course of those years, we started with a pumpkin festival and sheep herd, and it has just grown over the years. The very first year that we were here, we wanted to thank the Lord for all that He had given us. Yes, we bought it, but we wanted to say thank you to the Lord for what He had given us. And so we invited all our friends out for what we called at that time a fall festival, and that was 26 years ago. Well, one year there were several hundred people here for Fall Festival, and at that time we opened the house and we had a barbecue meal, and after that year we just decided we were going to lock up the house and move to the field, and that's when we started doing the pumpkins. And we developed the tour barn to facilitate the care of the people that came to the farm. Our heart is to teach about agriculture and how it's related to the Bible. The Bible was written to an agricultural society, and so there are so many components in there: seed time, harvest time, threshing of wheat, sheep, shepherd, so many different things. And you might see those tied in some of the scriptures here in the pumpkin patch, or you might hear it as you go through a guided tour if you come with a group. You know, it's very interesting because I think we only sometimes see a part of a vision, and then it is shown as we grow and we walk. And so I had no idea when we started with the Fall Festival that it would develop into something like this. We had no idea that the sheep and shepherding tours would develop into working with nomadic shepherds all over the world. We just saw a little tiny portion. In fact, when we were thinking about building a tour barn for the safety of the children with restrooms and things, we were thinking of something much smaller. Every season is different on the farm, but during the Pumpkin Festival, we are standing in the pumpkin patch, and behind us is Pumpkin Lane. It leads to the Bible garden and the picnic tables in front of the house and around the house there. You get to be a part of the games here in the pumpkin patch. Lots of different games, scarecrow making, and the hay maze. It's a 1/4 acre hay maze this year. And sometimes people will say there's no way to get out. It's the same way you get in. When our children were young, we didn't like our children to get lost in mazes, so we decided we'd have one entrance and one exit. So that's where they can go. They can be with the farm animals in Farm Animal Barn, pet the farm animals. They can ride the wagon ride out in the hay meadow. Go up the educational farm silo to the farm museum. Listen to Percy the Pumpkin story time. It's a story that was written just for our pumpkin patch. And all kinds of agricultural implements and things up in the farm museum, and make some scarecrows up there as well. Oh, it's so fulfilling, and I think in this time in our society, we feel like the world is broken. We are hearing about all kinds of disasters, and the natural instinct is to be panicked. This is a place you can come and experience peace and hope, because these are families with strong family bonds. They want to be together. They want to spend quality time away from all the fluff of the world, and that's what we want to offer, a little bit something different.
What an amazing experience. The Dickinson's farm is so beautiful, and they work so hard to share it with everyone.
The Shepherd's Pumpkin Festival is going on now through the first weekend of November. But don't worry if you miss it this year, because there are plenty of events to follow. Visit shepherdscross.com to learn more.
Diane's farm was so picturesque, with so many great spots to take family photos.
You know, for the holidays, Sand Springs is getting into the picture too, and we'll learn all about Snapped in Sand Springs when Explore Tulsa continues.
Gluten-free, organic, natural, whole grain, all words used by marketers to make you believe you're buying healthy food.
Even when the product isn't necessarily good for you.
But there's an easy fix. Instead of believing what's in front of you, turn it around and read the label. Find out what's really in the product.
Our goal is to eliminate sugars, grains, and breads from our diet. Start by eliminating sugar and grains one day each week.
Each day without sugar and grains is one day closer to a healthier you.
Visit our website to find our free glycemic index food chart to learn how specific carbohydrates affect your body.
Sony and Video Revolution take you there. From space travel to world championships. Tomorrow's technology today. 4K smart TVs and the largest flat screens available. Now more than ever, you have the best seat in the world when history is made. Video Revolution. On the northwest corner, 71st and Lewis.
Good to see you back for more Explore Tulsa.
Trish, don't move.
What are you doing now, Stevie?
Trying to get us a pick for our Christmas cards.
Oh, then we need to go to Sand Springs and choose from one of the many festive scenes available throughout their city with their new Snapped in Sand Springs project for the holidays.
There are a lot of Shop Local campaigns out there. We just wanted to do something a little bit different. So we put the twist on it of the photos. Photos are expensive nowadays, so this gives all families, no matter their status, an opportunity to come and take family photos, print them for Christmas cards or holiday presents. And nowadays with cell phones, everyone can snap a picture. Each year we look for a Shop Local campaign to run during the holiday seasons. This year we put a little twist on it, and it's called Snapped in Sand Springs. And we reached out to our local businesses, churches, and organizations to ask them to put up photo backdrops so our citizens and visitors to our city can come and take their own family pictures. But then while they're here, we hope that they'll visit our businesses, do a little shopping, visit our restaurants, have some dinner, and see all the amenities that Sand Springs has to offer. Sand Springs actually has a lot of seasonal activities. This will actually kick off, the Snap for Sand Springs will kick off on November 10th. A lot of the businesses or churches will run their displays until December 1st, which is the night of one of the oldest nighttime Christmas parades in the area. Our nighttime parade has over 100 units in it, bands, floats, cars, you name it. The streets are lined with thousands of people. We also have other events, like our Sand Springs Museum has an Art of Giving display, which is decorated Christmas trees that is set up all through our Sand Springs Museum. Anywhere from wooden snowmen decorations to silver stars to cookie cutters. It's really neat to go and see all the different trees and how they're decorated. We have the Sand Springs Pilot Club that has a parade of homes. Our local florist takes on a house in Sand Springs, decorates it for the holidays, and you can buy a ticket and tour these homes and see them decorated. A lot of the churches in the area have holiday events like special Christmas services, just choir events where they sing holiday songs and stuff. So we have a lot to offer here in Sand Springs. I think that we still have a lot of that hometown community. Last night we had our homecoming parade for the football team and the streets were lined. The Christmas parade is not only Sand Springs residents, but people from Tulsa, Sapulpa, Manford, they come out for our annual Christmas parade because it's just so over the top. To get people here and see what we have to offer, we have a lot of small
vintage shops, specialty shops. We have a large faith-based community, a lot of churches, every denomination, so there's something for everyone. We have a variety of restaurants and just the events in general. The city itself, we have the museum, historical museum. We have the Keystone Ancient Forest, which a lot of people was not aware of. We have our new Case Community Park, which has all new playground equipments, 3-on-3 basketball court. We just have a lot to offer here in Sand Springs. This one's kind of my baby, so I'm eager to see it be a positive, to bring people here, get them in our community. And I have actually challenged my coworkers to go around and take photos, and we're also challenging our citizens to do that. We're going to have different type of contests, cute kid contest, best holiday dress pet photo. So just different things to get people here in our community to see what we have to offer.
Janice had such a fun idea. I hope everybody takes the time to get snapped.
No, visit Sand Springs and get snapped November 10th through December 1st, and you could win some great prizes. Visit sandspringschamber.com/event to learn more.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here again, and I haven't even finished paying off what I got you last year.
What are you talking about? You didn't get me anything for Christmas last year.
I know. They wouldn't let me have it until I paid them off. Darn loan shark.
Stick around. There's more Explore Tulsa just ahead. Why are we in spacesuits?
We are traveling to the future, where TVs have a contrast range between 400 nits of brighter whites and blacks as deep as 0.4 nits and 10-bit color. It gives us over 1 billion individual colors on the screen.
Video Revolution already has tomorrow's TVs today with the best in Sony high dynamic range TVs.
TVs with contrast and color offering more natural, true-to-life colors?
Oh yes, Video Revolution now and in the future on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hey, this is Daniel Gulick, local artist in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Be sure and join us next week on Explore Tulsa when we meet miracle cyclist 15-year-old Hannah Jordan.
Special thanks to Joel Wade for sharing his music and studio with us at Bluehouse Media.
Thanks too to Justin and Aubrey Michael for bringing manly shopping to Claremore at the Haberdashery. And special thanks to Diane Dickinson for sharing her family farm with us during the Shepherd's Cross Pumpkin Festival in Claremore.
Plus, thanks to Janice Almy and everyone at the Chamber for bringing us Snapped in Sand Springs.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at ExploreTulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
And hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook and share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by and say hello to Ron and all the guys for all your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zelman and Associates.
And with Tulsa's best eye care value, with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
And we welcome our newest sponsors, Drs. Mark and Michelle Sherwood at 61st and Sheridan.
Remember, your journey to whole body healing and wellness begins with the Functional Medical Institute.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.